Welcome back to another exciting episode of Aframe-AfterDark, an A-Frame Productions podcast. I am joined once again by our co-hosts, Wacky, Wyatt.
What the fuck is up, people of the world?
We got Big Mike.
Hello!
And we got the non-distracted, the worst co-host in history. Can we even say this shit? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
you're not lying to the people.
Hey, let's not even. No, I'm just kidding. Tricky Trev.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to see back again to the Aframe-AfterDark podcast.
Sir. Boys, we got Turkey Week coming up.
Hey,
Turkey Week!
Hey, it's been a week since I've seen you boys. What have you been into?
I ain't been up to shit, man. You know, working here, working there, playing my video games, drinking my dew. Now, I tell you what, y'all ain't be no slouches. You go check out that last episode of Aframe-AfterDark, and you're going to know what the fuck is up about Mountain Dew. You check that shit out. We stay drinking that shit.
Exactly. We finally got the citrus around here, boys and
Yeah.
gals. So we got it. And that's all we've been sipping on is that citrus cherry and that punch.
I tell you what, though, I can't wait to be sipping on some dew and eat some fucking turkey, gravy,
Yeah.
mashed potatoes, mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Come on, Big Mike.
Cornbread,
I wonder if
biscuits.
I wonder if they made
Yeah,
a cranberry
absolutely.
dew, honestly.
Hey, that's a banger ass idea.
Hey.
Big Mike, what are we eating, Big Mike?
I'll probably eat macaroni and cheese.
Oh, that's bullshit. What about the Hawaiian rolls?
Hey, you can't beat a fucking Hawaiian roll. I
Yes,
tell you
sir.
What.
I love them Hawaiian rolls.
Absolutely.
What's your opinion on Hawaiian rolls? They're sweet.
Hawaiian rolls are good, and you put a little butter on there and put them in the microwave, and they're pretty good. Yes, sir.
Microwave.
Microwave. What goon shit are you on, dog?
How else do you eat Hawaiian?
Straight out of the pack.
He said straight
Oh,
out
that's
of pack.
gross.
Straight out of the
That's
pack.
Bro, you put them in the oven, son.
That's
You bake them.
gross.
That ruins that sweetness, man.
Hey, I eat it straight out of the pack.
That's gross.
I tell you what, I get me a Hawaiian roll,
Now-
mashed potatoes and gravy, and dip that roll in there. Delicious.
Now, if we're talking about rolls here, Texas Roadhouse. If we had those for Thanksgiving, that would be killer.
If I had those every day. that'd be
Exactly.
killer.
If we had those every day, we get a plate right here for the podcast. That would be great.
Yeah, I tell you, man. A-Frame.
Texas Roadhouse, y'all need to sponsor us, by the way.
Absolutely. A-Frame After Dark is on the up and coming, man. They need to start catering some platters here, man. Because I'm getting fucking hungry talking about
Exactly. Same here. What
Hey,
about
but-
you, Big Mike?
Man, I'm not hungry at all. I want some pizza though.
Hey, how would that work? Getting food? What are we? 2-3 miles in the woods?
this.
I mean, you never know. I mean, they could probably get out of here for a price, but with our sponsorship and our podcast, hopefully, it'll probably be on them. Hopefully,
Yeah, we are deep out here in the A-Frame. You know, it's out here, man.
Hey, it's out in the boonies, they say.
even if I have to meet them out of the woods, I'll get it.
Out of the woods.
I tell you what, well, you know what make this podcast great?
What?
If I had a stuffed crust pizza from Papa John's.
Papa
Word
John's.
up, bro. That's what I'm saying. Where's the
Yeah,
pizza at?
exactly, man.
Hey. As much as I love Papa John's, and I love Papa John's, have you ever tried small town pizzas from small mom and pop stores? Sometimes those are the best there is.
I can get down with that shit. You know, I'm usually a big chain pizza guy. But you know, this might get a lot of hate from you guys or the viewers even. You know what? No bullshit. I like my frozen pizzas too.
DiGiorno, bro.
DiGiorno's good, but I'm a Red Baron guy.
Oh,
I'm a
Lord
red-
have
hey,
mercy.
Give me the hate. I'm a Red Baron guy.
Dude,
I
this
will-
man's got taste buds of a freaking... I don't even know. Red Baron sucks. I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather eat Tombstone.
Tombstone.
I'm about to put you in a tombstone for that take.
Dude, about to make a tombstone
DiGiorno,
for you.
4 cheese stuffed crust.
Nah, dude, I'm not down with the whole cheese blends. You know where they say, "Oh, 6 cheese blend, 4 cheese blend."
Hey,
Yeah.
I like the 6, but
Yeah.
I tell you what, I have not eaten a frozen pizza in over a decade.
Wow,
I like fresh and always ready.
I respect that. I respect that.
I mean, yeah, I agree on that, but frozen pizzas, they're still pretty good nonetheless.
I like those little party pizzas that everyone
Shout out to
shits
Little
on.
Caesars.
Oh, yeah,
Shout out to Pizza
the
Hut.
Tostitos?
Hey, Pizza Hut is my all-time favorite pizza.
Papa John's.
Yeah, you remember when they did a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle collab?
No, I don't remember that actually. No, see, well, I got a Pizza Hut pretty close to my residence here, but they don't fucking deliver though.
Hey, didn't Pizza Hut do a thing with a basketball or something? Some shit here about a year ago? Or...
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not not in the loop.
One of the places did, from what I remember. I seen a commercial about it.
Might have been Domino's, maybe. You know?
Might have been Domino's
No,
for
no,
March
no.
Madness.
No, it wasn't Domino's.
Was it for like March Madness?
I don't remember. They done it back in the 90s, supposedly, and they just brought it back one time for 1 month. Or I don't know. Somebody had to look that up here.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm kind of ashamed to admit, Pizza Hut is my favorite pizza, but I just don't have enough of it. You know what I mean? It's usually stuff that will deliver to the house and whatnot. But I tell you, let me ask you this, guys. This might get a little heated. What is the best pizza topping?
Ham and bacon.
For me, it would be chicken.
Chicken. That's a crazy take right there.
See, my go-tos, I don't eat pork, so...
Grilled chicken.
Chicken, mushroom, onion, spinach.
Spinach on a pizza?
Yep.
What are you, Popeye?
Personal preference, bro.
Yeah,
Sam.
Scumbag, going back to that collaboration, I just did some research, and that was Pizza Hut.
Okay.
That did the basketball.
I thought that did.
collaboration.
What year was that?
I don't know if I'm seeing a year here.
Oh, okay.
It was in the 1990s, but it looks like they brought it back this year. Yeah, this year.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember. I tried to get a basketball or whatever they was giving away, and I never made it down there.
Oh yeah. I love me some fucking Pizza Hut. I tell you, to me, Pizza Hut is very hard to beat. And as far as Pizza Hut is concerned, they got one of the best pan pizzas out there. If you ain't tried a pan pizza from Pizza Hut, no one out pizzas the Hut. I'll tell you that right now on this podcast, Aframe-AfterDark. You heard it from me. No one out pizzas the motherfucking Hut.
Papa John's.
I respect Papa John's. I might say Papa John's might be in my top 3.
You got
Respectfully.
you got the shakaroni.
Hey, that commercial, that's an extra large pizza.
Hey.
Shakaroni is.
It'll feed a party of 8.
Is that what they're saying?
No, that's just personally what I've done before.
Oh, okay. Word.
Of course, nobody was really hungry, but hey, it just
But
it
you know
works.
about that, Papa John's is it's really one of the only few pizza joints that offer an extra large size as far as pizza goes, and those fucking slices are wide.
Yes, they
they're-
are.
they're
Yeah,
huge.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, we keep talking about fucking food. I'm gonna have to walk out of this podcast and go find some.
Exactly.
And I got a long walk back to anywhere where food
Any
is.
civilization,
Let me
really.
tell you that much, man. We out here in the A-Frame and A-Frame production. Appreciate everyone tuning in thus far. There's something I wanted to touch on here.
Yeah, go
We
ahead.
got-
Me personally, myself, back this year, actually, technically, it was this year. It seems like forever ago. I made it out to the great state of Hawaii.
Hawaii. Okay.
Yeah, and let me tell you, absolute life-changing experience. I mean, it's
How so?
I'll tell you how so. It's like, you talk about Hawaii, it's kind of up there with Alaska in a way, That's a crazy trip to make, And not everyone gets to make a trip like that. And I was lucky enough. I'll tell you right now, it was a long flight. I'll tell you that much. You definitely want to get some other flights under your belt before taking a flight like that. But man, it's crazy, man. It's like a whole different. It's really like its own country. The market is completely different, because it's an island. Everything's imported. But I tell you, I had some great food there, some great experiences out in the ocean. I mean, it was just great, man, and I'm ready to go back there, But I tell you, it's a lot of fucking money, though, depending on how much money you got. I'm not rich. So it's definitely a good chunk of change. But I tell you, I did some great things in there, and it's well worth it if anyone ever gets a chance to go out there.
Wacky Wyatt, let me ask you, did you go to the beach?
I went to the beach. Where we were staying was a resort, and the beach was actually, you got maybe a 5-minute, 3-minute walk out there from the resort. So
yeah.
we were right there on the beach, and I was able to snorkel on the beach. Got to see fish under the pier. It was just a really neat experience, and there's just things that I was able to do that I couldn't do where I live or where I'm from.
Coconut brawls.
I did not, what's crazy about that? I did not see one fucking coconut brawl down there.
Really?
I didn't see anyone in a
That's
coconut.
surprising.
I know. I didn't see anything coconut related.
Did you see a pair of titties?
No, not naked titties. No.
No naked titties.
Obviously, you're on a beach. There are people.
Big Mike, what's your take on not seeing titties?
I don't think Big Mike's ever seen a pair of titties in his life.
Left him speeches. But anyways, go on. What kind of festivities? Tell us more about this trip.
Yeah, it was great, man. I mean, one of the highlights, we got to go in a submarine.
Yeah.
And I tell you, where
Not like the one from earlier this year. That sucked.
No.
I thought he was gonna sink.
It's crazy about that because that didn't happen as soon as we did that, and I couldn't believe that I actually did that, and then that happened.
You know what was crazy about that? We're going off topic here, but what's crazy is they was driving that thing with like a gaming controller, like a game controller.
It was like some kind of off-brand bullshit.
It wasn't
controller.
even like a Microsoft brand or a Sony brand. It was like an off-brand knockoff.
That would have been a cutoff for me. You know what I mean? That would have been. You could have not talked me into getting on that thing.
Don't get me wrong. I know like our military uses like controllers to control some stuff nowadays. I know that.
Yeah.
But to use like something that's not even name brand, not like first party, is crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
Big Mike, what's your take on Wacky Wyatt going in sub? Would you have been sad if he would have imploded?
Yeah. I mean...
He's like, fuck him, we don't care.
Wow.
Wacky Wyatt, what is your response?
That ain't what I'm saying. What I'm saying is,
Wow.
I do not approve of him getting on a submarine, but he can do what he wants.
Well, I tell you what, unlike the submarine that imploded, this one was not controlled by a gaming controller.
Thank goodness.
Matter of fact, I would go as far out to say everyone should get on a submarine because it's a neat experience.
Hell no.
It's a neat experience.
Hell no.
It's not for everyone, of course.
No, not for me.
But
I would do it.
It was
Big
very
Mike.
neat, man. We went 100 feet deep. For me, it was cool.
Yeah, that's not for me.
Shout out Hawaii, cool state, cool experience.
Hey,
Question.
Dog the Bounty Hunter's from Hawaii.
Is he? I didn't know that. Is he still relevant?
he had a
Yeah, he's still relevant.
Is he?
he had a shop out there, a bail bonds.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh,
Great guy from what I hear.
Question. Along with your trip to Hawaii, you say anything about Pearl Harbor?
This is what sucks because we got down there and in Hawaii, it's similar to Florida in a way. If it's windy when it's windy, and it rains when it rains, on and off. Now the boats will not sail out to the Pearl Harbor site if it's too windy. And the day that I happened to get there, it was too windy, so I personally did not get to see it. But I did do all the free stuff, and you got to see,
Ain't there like a sunken ship that they turn into like a memorial?
Probably, I think so. 'Cause
I seen something.
you have to
like
get
that
on a boat
online.
to go out and see some of the wreckage. That's the whole
Yeah.
point. They sail you out. But I saw the carriers and stuff, in general, and it was pretty neat out there. I mean, I tell you, it's kind of like because I went to New York and I got to see the 9/11 memorial. It's kind of like it's surreal. You know what I mean? It's a crazy historical thing, and when you get to see the tribute to it, it's really puts a whole different aspect, to it. You know what I mean? It's
100%.
as far as that goes. But there's a lot of cool shit down there, man. I mean, I got to go snorkeling it's the clearest water I'd ever seen anywhere. I mean, colorful coral everywhere. I mean, it was a surreal experience, man. And we went to a pineapple farm, And,
Really?
yeah,
Pineapple farm?
I got
That would be nice.
fresh, authentic Hawaiian pineapple.
Right. Okay.
Yes, we went to a religious temple. I mean, it was pretty neat. There was a giant gong that you could ring. I mean, just a lot of cool stuff there, man. And I tell you what, though, some of the things that weren't so fun about Hawaii was, like I mentioned earlier, it's like a whole different world. The market's completely different because everything's imported. A fucking can of Mountain Dew would have cost you like $4.
Good grief.
Jeez, right? Yeah.
I know me and Big Mike would be spending a lot if that was the case.
Absolutely, man. A fucking can of Spam even was like $5. I mean, it's just ridiculous, man. I tell you what, Big Mike would have thrived in Hawaii since all he does is spend money, it seems like, you know?
Yeah.
Ain't that right, Big Mike? You little
Yes,
money
sir.
spender.
Just about the Lenovo Legion Go, boy.
A Legion Go! Hold up!
Damn.
Hey, is this a sponsorship vid or
Not
what?
a sponsorship vid.
Yeah, Big Mike, I see you fiddling over here with.
Wait, what do you think?
I can't help but laugh. Your dad. Oh, damn, son. You. What is wrong with your power bank?
I can't get my thing to charge on my power bank. It's just I don't know why it ain't working.
Hey, is it a faulty power bank or what?
I don't know.
It's got a big crack down the side and half the shit's hanging out.
Wait, you serious?
This man got a Chinese power bank.
Bro, you got...
he just
What?
He cracked it on the way. He dropped it on the way in, and he's just like, I don't know why it ain't working.
Yeah.
You actually broke it?
No.
That's crazy,
That's
man.
crazy, man.
Damn, he's over
Hey,
here.
speaking about the Legion Go, how is that thing?
Legion Go so far has been a good experience. Very good little handheld device.
How does it compare to like something like the Steam Deck or the Rogue Ally?
I would probably go with the Steam Deck.
Really? Why so?
Well, really, the Legion Go, the only thing that's really makes it the best out of those three is the screen resolution, which is 2K.
But doesn't it have better specifications?
I don't think it does. Does the Steam Deck run 144 hertz?
No, it does not. I
Well,
believe it only runs 60.
the Legion Go runs 144 hertz, but
And I believe it's 720 as well.
I've had to turn down my resolution. And my frames because it drains the battery too quick. So that's a downside.
But sorry to cut you off. With the Legion Go though, unlike the Steam Deck, you can't just get online, right? That's almost like a portable PC, whereas the Steam Deck's just Steam, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just Steam.
Right. Yeah, you got pretty much it. Do you have a browser on that, like a search browser?
I got a browser. I can play any Xbox game, Blizzard game, any PC game. I can
He
play
can go
anything
epic.
I want.
He could do anything on
Like
that. It's a mobile
I
PC.
was saying, the only downside is you don't really get the full screen resolution because you got to downsize to get a better battery life. In my own personal,
I mean, that's why you have a
experience.
power bank though to keep
I
it
know,
charged.
but my power bank ain't charging it, boys.
He dropped the damn thing, and he's over here. He's been fiddling
are you
with since the beginning of this podcast. He's been fiddling with it.
I know. I'm trying to get it to work, man, because I got to charge this Go. But yeah, it's a good little product. I recommend it.
Alrighty.
Now, do you all got PCs that you game on? Or?
We all got PCs.
I got console. I love my PS5.
Yeah, I'm console to the day I die, but these boys over here PC. So
Now, Wacky Wyatt, what's your PC like? Give me a lowdown on your PC.
Well, I'm not really a specs guy. A lot of stuff on my PC is older. However, the games I play, it's perfect for the games I play. I don't play anything that requires high usage of my PC parts. But it's pretty standard. You can play a lot of things on it, really. As far as that goes, I mean, PC gaming, that's my number one squeeze. I can't tell you the last time I plugged a console in and turned it on. It's probably been 4 or 5 years since I even touched a console.
You don't own a PS5?
I don't. That's something that I would never imagine what would happen. But yeah, I'm a PS4 guy. Didn't buy the new console because I had a PC.
Xbox guy? You ever?
I had an Xbox One. That's it though. I mean, once I got that PC, I've never looked back. I'll still use a console controller for some of my games.
Okay.
But it's not very common. Only 1 or 2 of them about. So, PC guy from here on.
Damn.
Yes, sir.
What about you, Tricky Trev?
So, I'm all around really, but I've been mainly playing PC. I own the Series X, of course, the PS5. By the way, PS5 Slim coming out Friday. Or, hold up. No, that's next Friday. Or something like that.
Damn, Tricky Trev is
But,
off this case. But anyways.
Oh, wait, no. Came out last week. My bad. I thought it was. I have my weeks mixes up, man. It's.
Damn.
I've been very busy.
Tricky Trev's got his
But
head up his ass.
anyways.
Tricky Trev, does that mean you finally got
Oh wait,
outside?
no, it came out with Modern Warfare 3 last week on Friday. So never mind. So the PS5 Slim. Honestly,
Are you sponsored?
no, I'm not sponsored. If you don't have a PS5, you might as well buy it. It's literally the same price.
He's shouting out Sony, and he's not even sponsored. So Sony, if you hear this, we need a sponsorship.
Hell yeah.
We love
Exactly,
PS5.
exactly.
That's right.
Exactly. The PS5 Slim, I mean, it's a no-brainer to buy, honestly. I mean, you get more storage with it. It has a removable disk drive.
But why do that when you can be superior
And it's
and buy a gaming PC?
30% slimmer. I mean, I don't blame you, honestly. PC is the absolute master race in terms of gaming.
Yeah, I used to think that was all bullshit, but it really is PC Master Race. You know?
I mean, comps on there. I mean, you got a lot of good games on there, a lot of exclusives on there that consoles won't be able to ever dream of running on there.
Yeah, as far as any viewers or anybody for that matter who likes to play competitive games, a lot of that stuff is solely based on the PC Master Race. So that's what it comes down to, you know.
Exactly. I mean, I love my Series X. I mean, I play that more than my PS5, but
I tell you what, man, you know what I'm noticing? I think Big Mike might have his mute button on because that boy's just not saying shit.
he's been quiet.
Come
He's
on,
been
man.
flustered.
Is there
Guys,
something? You okay?
I'm trying to figure out why I can't charge. But anyway, it's all personal preference on the whole PC, Xbox, blah, blah, blah. They say PC Master Race, but that's only because of the hardware. I mean, I have a better experience playing on a console because that's what I grew up on, and that's just what I
Sticks
prefer.
to his roots.
I stick to my roots. I prefer having a controller in my hand and pressing a button that makes a ding. I prefer looking at all my achievements that I worked hard for. I prefer all of that over the PC, and I always will. So
Now, I'm probably going to make you mad here, but what achievements have you worked hard on exactly?
just look at my list, bro. I pulled it up right now. Dying Light, Diablo 2. I mean, just go down the list. I mean, if you want to call me out on indie games, go ahead. Maka, Chivo, all the big time achievement hunters. Look at their achievement list. Look at any achievement hunter who's known. Look at their achievement list. You got indie games on there, so piss off.
That sounds like kind of a waste of time, though. What's the point in achievement hunting, though?
Oh, hold up now. Achievement hunting, it makes you proud of as a gamer.
It does.
It makes you a hardcore gamer, son.
If you ain't got over 50K, we can't be together.
So does that mean, Big Mike, you're looking for a gamer soulmate?
Yeah, you looking for a waifu?
I wouldn't say I'm looking for a waifu.
He found one.
But you're looking for someone that's actually chill with the games,
Yeah,
right?
Bro. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I think that's important. You know, if someone
Very
you know,
important in a woman to be chill again.
yeah, because all of us, I mean, we're pretty well versed in the games. You know what I mean? So having someone who can accept that's definitely something important. You know, in a world like that and whatnot. But I tell you what, man, I'm sure our viewers heard enough about games this last episode. Which again, if you're tuning in, check that shit out.
Well, actually, we do have a topic about that. Actually, we can't end off on the games right now.
Okay. What do we got?
We cannot end off the games right now.
What do we got,
Because
dog?
this is the big question I had ever since from last week's podcast here.
Oh, he's been holding it for a week.
Been holding it in.
I wanted to say it last week, but
Last week he got cut off.
But I got cut off. Yeah. Okay, since Microsoft bought Activision, right?
Yeah, it happened. A month or two ago, right?
It finalized about a month ago. Yeah. Do y'all think Microsoft is monopolizing the gaming industry?
I gotta say yeah. To be honest, but I mean, what are the titles they own now?
I mean, they own Call of Duty.
Call of Duty and Bethesda, right?
They own Bethesda. They own Fallout. They own Skyrim.
These are
Elder Scrolls.
These are heavy hitters right here.
But the court didn't the court decide that they was not a monopoly?
Yeah, they decided they was not.
Dude. y'all are goofy, bro. It's called it's just how why wouldn't you be happy with the Activision Blizzard deal?
Well, I don't think anyone's upset. It's just
Sony was trying to.
Sony's been doing that for years.
Yeah, and Sony was very upset about this, and they tried to pull all the stops on.
That's what I'm saying.
Microsoft not buying Activision, but they failed, and now Microsoft owns Activision, who has Call of Duty, who has Diablo, who has Overwatch.
Well, Sony should have jumped on that then if they were upset about it.
I mean, I don't think Sony could afford them though.
I think they could.
No, they could not.
I think they could have.
They took it to the judge, so they done just about everything they could.
Microsoft has 4 times bigger profits than Sony could ever imagine.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sony owns lots of things. They own Crunchyroll.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said before,
Funimation.
Microsoft's been around since in the 80s.
Yeah. Let me research this actually. See what's going on here because
what are we trying to figure out?
I don't think so. I don't think we should be slouching on Sony because I think Sony could have bought Activision damn well if they wanted to.
For $70 billion?
Is that how much the Microsoft deal was? $70 billion, right?
69 to be exact, but yeah. I mean, we might as well call it. We might as well
69.
call it
69. Let's see here. This is just Sony Group Corporation. Now, as of November, as of this month here, November 2023, they have a net worth of $107.89 billion. They could have hopped on that deal all they wanted. Now, maybe it's about not wanting to shell the money out for that, but hey, to me, it's a loss for Sony. If you could have afforded it, you should have done it. And now you're pissed and you take them to court and you lose your court case essentially.
Did you look up how much Microsoft made?
No, I didn't, but I bet it's a lot more than $107 billion. But to be fair, they've been around, for a good while. One of the computer gurus of the world, you know what I mean? But just pulling that report
$218 billion.
Yeah, they double them by more than
double
them. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say, like I said, 4 times. I don't think that was accurate, but 2 times is way more.
No, absolutely. It's definitely a lot more space to do a big deal like that. But I think Sony could have pulled it off, though.
I mean, that acquisition is worth more than most billionaires today.
Absolutely.
That is crazy.
I would agree with that. It's hard to call something a monopoly. I mean, to me, when you look at the things that Microsoft owns versus any other gaming company, aka Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft just owns the bigger hitters. I mean, Nintendo's...
Shout out Microsoft. Y'all the goats.
Nintendo's in a league of its own, in a way. I mean, they got their Mario. They got probably the biggest gaming mascot of all time. But in general, when you just look at gaming titles, you can't really beat Microsoft now that they own Activision and other things.
I mean, I even heard Microsoft was in talks of trying to buy Nintendo.
Yeah, I think Nintendo shut that down, though, which is funny. Let me look that up because I'm curious on what Nintendo's...
Microsoft and Nintendo's got they have the best relationship in years. I mean, they've been doing talks. They've been making deals.
Wow, Nintendo only worth $50 billion. I did not see that one coming.
Exactly. So, that would be cheaper than the Activision acquisition.
Yeah, and if there's...
And that would be crazy.
Yeah.
And, if Microsoft actually did buy Nintendo, Microsoft would be king in the video game industry.
Now, you would definitely have to admit that would be a monopoly right there. I mean... It literally, I mean, that would be a lot.
I mean, buying your competition out. What else is there to expect? I mean,
right? Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's monopolizing, but at the same time, I mean, you could probably argue it.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely could see.
Because
that.
Microsoft, their main goal with all this is to have gamers under their platform, and even then, I mean, PC. with PC gaming, I mean, they want people to play more on PC as well.
Yeah, I think it's the old cliche saying you gotta spend money to make money too. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's only up for a lot of these big companies, anyways, that are billion-made companies. It's always up. They're always making profit every year. They're not really tanking anything. Let's be honest here. But I mean, to me, it could go either way. You could call it monopoly. You can call it not a monopoly. But as far as them buying Activision, you're running out of things to you're running out of things to buy. So look at it that way. But. Yeah, it could go either way.
And Blizzard. Well, I understand.
I mean, yeah, I completely understand that, but at the end of the day, I think Microsoft in the next 5 years will be that top dog. And I think Xbox will finally be back to its original, like the 360 days.
Nah.
What do you think about that, Big Mike?
Do you mean as far as like what do you mean as far as be back to its original days?
Like popularity, how many people use their consoles,
okay.
et cetera, et
Yeah,
cetera.
yeah. I agree with that.
What do you think about their acquisition of Activision?
I'm the wrong person to ask because I'm all for it because I'm guessing here soon Diablo's going to come on to Game Pass. And
They did announce
awesome.
that, actually.
So,
They didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't confirm it, like what day, but they did say in 2024 most Activision titles will be on Game Pass.
Which that's a win for me.
I mean, that's a win for everybody.
I'm an Xbox to the core.
I mean, people that's never played, like let's just say Modern Warfare 2 OG, they could go back and play it.
Yeah, that is pretty neat. And whether you're a PlayStation fanboy or a Nintendo fanboy, you must admit that one thing Xbox has done 10 times better than Sony is their Game Pass. On PlayStation, you have Plus. They would give you one title. Now, I'm not up with the times today as far as PlayStation's concerned because I gamed PC for the last few years. But I tell you, Game Pass has done everything that Sony PlayStation Plus hasn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have access to hundreds, right? It's probably about hundreds of titles,
Over
right?
100.
Yeah, hundreds of titles. And it just beats Sony out in every aspect when it comes to, a subscription-based thing that allows you to play titles.
Well, we need to change that, Wacky White. We need to get you back into a console.
That ain't happening.
Hey, you heard Tricky Trev say the PS5 Slim just come out. It was released. You need to go to the store and pick you up one.
That'd be a waste of money for me. I mean, the only thing I could say is I would maybe buy a PS5 controller made to play Rocket League on, which is very
The
common.
controllers are pretty nice.
Yeah, a common thing for Rocket League PC players is to use a console controller to play. There are some mouse and keyboard players. A good buddy of mine's a mouse and keyboard player.
Yeah.
But in general, that's maybe something I could see me buying, but
Hey.
I'll never touch a console again as far as
Hey,
gaming goes.
Black Friday, they got some deals on the PS5 controller.
Yeah,
Dual Sense.
That is true. That is true. Black Friday is a big hitter. The thing that sucks about Black Friday is with the job I work.
Next Friday.
I can never. It seems like it seems like times have changed too. With we had the pandemic and all that stuff. It doesn't seem like people are doing those sales anymore in person.
They're all online now.
They're all online now, and it kind of takes away that.
But I missed the. Have you ever been to a wild and crazy Black Friday sale?
I have.
I can't say I've been to a wild one, but I've been there. Thanksgiving night is when we used to do our Black Friday shopping, and it got heavy, man. There was lots of traffic. Everyone was out there running around. It really got to watch out for some shady characters too. I'll tell you that much.
What about you, Big Mike?
I just wanted to add on something that you all blew past real quick. As far as like Call of Duty and stuff, I'm actually very happy that that deal actually went through because instead of spending $70 a month on a game that you're gonna play for a couple months, you're gonna have Game Pass and spend $30 every 3 months.
I mean, if you have Ultimate, it'd be like $30 every 2 months.
Right. $30 every 2 months, and you get all the Call of Duties rather than spending $70 and getting tired of it in a couple months. So that's a win-win.
That is true.
I mean, you're almost spending $70 in 4 months, which would be a couple months.
Yeah, but here's the thing: you get over 100 more games.
That is true. I agree.
I mean,
with
you
that.
get more games. I mean, over time, it'll pay for itself.
Sure, certainly.
Hey, but I'm a fan of the physical games.
I agree. With
Okay,
that.
what if
too.
the server crashed and you could not get that game.
Well, here's the thing. Nowadays, in today's world, I mean, you can play physical games, but without needing to download. Well, I mean, actually, you do need to download them in today's, like, new consoles.
You can't even play new consoles without Wi-Fi.
Like, you can't just put it and play anymore.
Nope.
You have to download them, which is unfortunate.
Which I'm kind of curious to understand why they started doing that. I'm thinking it's because maybe it runs better when you do it like that. Like when you have to download the game instead of just putting it in and playing it. Maybe it's more demanding to where you have to download the game. I don't know.
Yeah, I can feel that for sure. Yeah, totally.
I don't know. I still like to own the physical copy. I will go down to the nearest Walmart, pick up the newest game of, I don't know, let's say AEW Fight Forever.
Yeah, no, I could definitely feel that. I mean, I think with that too, I mean, look at things from like a collector standpoint. You know what I mean?
Hey, I'm a big collector.
Absolutely, and having a physical thing there rather than a data copied game that you have to boot up your console to show people. I think from a collector standpoint too, it's definitely a lost art. I think disc copies is a lost art, but from a collector standpoint, it definitely is something. Whatnot. I think Big Mike, you were collecting some shit for a while, weren't you?
It's dead right now for collectors for video games at least. All the collector's editions for video games aren't as good as they used to be.
Well, I tell you what, take all your old collections, take it down to your local game shop or GameStop, and get you 2 pennies for it.
I would never sell anything I've collected. As far as video games, especially to GameStop. No offense to GameStop, because there's been some good times at some midnight releases down at GameStop.
Shout out
to Wacky Wyatt.
Hey, I tell you what, I've made some good friends down at midnight releases.
And that's another thing. Slumdog Ed.
Scumbag
Ed, asshole.
Hey, I might reach over to his table if you say that one more time.
I did that on purpose. I did that on purpose.
We can tell he's been hitting the henny.
Hey, that's another thing that's died off. That's very depressing. Midnight releases.
Yeah, midnight releases, man. You and me, man, we went to that OG Call of Duty World War II back in 17 at the midnight release, man. That was the last.
That the last one?
That's the last one I went to.
I even remember him doing a midnight release.
Yeah, right.
That's the missing art of midnight releases nowadays. They don't even have them no more.
No,
it's literally
like past.
It's literally like 9:00 or 11 a.m. the next day. It
takes the fun out of it.
It does. I totally agree with that. It's it seems like the way the world moves, you lose a lot of fun. Just like the Black Friday thing we were talking about a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
You can't even physically go out. You can't go out Thanksgiving night and get into the rush of Black Friday shopping.
No, you cannot.
Here's the thing about that nowadays. I mean, Walmart, Target, Best Buy, Kroger even. I mean, they have all their stuff month early.
Yeah, it's a way to profit for the whole holiday season.
Yeah,
really.
and it's like now it's not one day of Black Friday shopping. It's literally, or even 2 days, because it was Thanksgiving night and then Friday morning.
Right.
Now it's just, 30 days. Here's the deals.
Yeah.
Well,
better shop.
Well, back to the midnight releases. I specifically remember GTA 5. Okay. I remember the night it come out down at GameStop. I was 10th in line. I remember everybody jumping in their car after they got it and racing out of that parking lot. And it goes through your mind, which one of you is going to make it home first? You know, like, is it going to be old Joe at the front of the line? Or is it going to be old dude in the back of the line? Hey, he might just live within
across the street.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. It just takes the excitement out of things, man. There's nothing like going home after a midnight release, trying to get the next day off at school, you know what I mean, and play the game all day. But, touching back on that GTA 5, it's just funny no matter how fast you got home and booted that game up, PS3 or Xbox 360, it don't matter. You were fucking waiting a year for that game to boot up.
For
that
real.
menu.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I had to take off work for a week after that.
Yeah, I mean it's like I said, it's a lost art. It's exciting. I've been to a few midnight releases in my day. I think I went to Black Ops 2, one of the Super Smash Bros. Games, World War II, and it's a different experience. You would have had to been there. You know what I mean? You
Oh,
can't,
yeah.
You can't explain it to anybody.
When's the last time you boys got that excited over a video game?
Shoot,
Years.
Years.
Absolute years, man.
For me, it's going to be GTA 6.
It's got a lot of hype, but this trailer next month, it better be a hitter. I tell you,
It better be.
It better
Hey,
be a fucking
it's coming
hitter,
up
man.
quick. Next week's Thanksgiving.
That is true. Next week we got Turkey Day.
The last game I got excited for was Modern Warfare 2019. I remember getting the special edition for that, getting the night vision goggles. That was cool. Playing that game when I first got home, staying up all night playing that. That was awesome.
And it would have been 10 times better if they had a midnight release for it.
Which?
Oh, they did.
Did you go to it?
Yeah.
No, okay.
Which Modern Warfare or Call of Duty line had the what do you call it? The supply crate is a
The supply drop?
Yeah.
Or the care package?
Yeah.
That was Black Ops 2.
okay. Here's my story from that video game.
I also got that one too.
Hey, here's my story from it. Went to the local store, okay, and because I missed my pre-order at GameStop, I missed the deadline. I was at work. So, anyways, go to the local store. They had some. Nobody else in line but me. I buy it, get to the front, pay for it, walk out the door. I'm thinking, hey, I want the special care package edition. I rushed to Walmart, okay? Spent, I think, $70 of my money on this physical copy.
It would be 60 at the time.
60, okay. I got down there, and they sure enough had the Xbox edition care package, okay? It was, I think, $200 at the time.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
I was short $60. I had to run back, put that on hold, run back to the other store, return the game, okay, real quick, within 30 minutes. And the stores were like an hour apart. I did it within 30 minutes. Okay, that didn't break no laws. Okay, anyways. I got the care package edition. That added time to my download of the game and getting online. But I got the care package edition. It's something about the special editions.
Something about it.
I love them.
But they don't make them like they used to.
They don't.
They don't. I have to admit, I got quite a few special editions of game, bear with me, viewers. Anyone who's a gamer out there listening, I used to buy the special editions of the NBA 2K games, and don't get me wrong, there's been some great fucking 2Ks.
2K.
But recently, been ass cheeks. But look at Call of Duty, look at Battlefield. Recently, been ass cheeks. But no, I remember buying, there's nothing like a special edition. Whether you get something cosmetic in-game, a physical item, a souvenir. They don't do it like they used to. That's the whole point, They don't do it like they used to.
They sure don't.
The Diablo 4 special edition, it came with like a candle statue, the pin of Herodrum, a poster, and a mouse pad. I thought that was a pretty good special edition.
That sounds like a solid bundle.
Yeah, it was
solid.
Granted, it was $200.
I don't know if that's so solid
Hey,
anymore, though.
I don't know.
Now-
That's going rate.
Yeah,
I was impressed with that special edition.
Yeah.
Now, the most impressive special edition for me was the Black Ops 3 Juggernaut edition.
That's the one that came with the mini fridge.
That came with the
The
mini
mini
fridge.
fridge.
That's hard to beat.
That's top
Hey,
of the line.
Hey,
man.
that was.
And that was only $200.
I seen that. I seen that. You can go out to the
And I
store
still
and
have
buy
that in
you
my
a mini
setup.
fridge for $200.
Right.
Right. One that's at least as cool as the fucking Juggernaut
Yep.
machine.
You
know
can't
what
do
I
it.
mean?
You can't do
And
it.
that's probably still cold, freezing his drinks till this day.
It is.
That absolutely.
It still works today.
It still works to this day.
Ain't that something?
Leaking refrigerant, probably. Like, oh, it
You
didn't
need,
work.
you need to bring that.
Juggernaut.
You need to bring that thing out to the A-frame, man. We gotta get some cold drinks in here.
No, that's
you know?
for the office. Ain't that right?
That's for the office,
Hi.
but we might have to make some arrangements over here.
I tell you what arrangements we need to make. We need to get some fucking food in here, man. Like I said earlier in this
Domino's.
episode, man.
Y'all
Domino's.
fuckers are hungry.
But I got fucking turkey on my mind, boys, because we got Thanksgiving here
Hey,
next
that's
week,
next
man.
week.
That's next
But-
week.
I'm talking 2-3 plates.
8 days away.
Eat until you fall asleep, man.
Hey, they say the turkey's got the sleeping disease in it.
Oh yeah,
That's what.
that's
that was the old wise tale they
hey,
said.
that must be word around town, because man, I get enough turkey in me. I get on that recliner, I'm fucking out of it. Let me tell you that,
Like a
man.
light.
Yes, sir.
You know, get you 2 big plates of stuffing, green beans, mac and cheese, turkey. Finish off with a piece
Damn,
of pumpkin
we're
pie.
hungry, boy.
I'm fucking starving, boys.
Yeah. Hell yeah, I'm starving too.
Well, let me ask you, boys. Here, actually, you guys got any favorite thing that you like to do on Thanksgiving? You guys have not a ritual, but really a tradition, rather. You know, is there a certain food that maybe one of your loved ones makes, or you got anything that's just real close to the heart for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I'll kick it off. Every year, I go over to my father's house, and him and my mom's usually there with the family. And me and Pops goes outside, and we deep fry a turkey. I love deep frying turkeys.
Oh, yeah. They're pretty good.
Big Mike, have you ever had a deep fried turkey?
No, sir.
It's just an experience of its own.
I was new to the deep fried turkey scene. I was, and after having that, man, I mean, you don't want to go back to normal turkey. You know what I mean? And
Who introduced you?
you know, I gotta admit, viewers, you might know him. I don't know. You might have heard from him, but a gentleman by the name of Scumbag Ed. hooked
Yeah,
me
that's
up with the
right.
deep fried turkey, man. A good friend of mine. I tell you that. Great friend of mine. But yeah, they got me on the whole deep fried turkey kick, and you know, I'm excited to run it back this year. You know, next week, and like I said, I mean, it's hard to beat, man. You know, Thanksgiving. You know, dare I say, I mean, this might be obvious, but Thanksgiving, as far as holidays goes, you're talking about food on a holiday. I mean, you can't beat it, man. You know what I mean? There's just so much good stuff on Thanksgiving, and it's a great celebration of food and fellowship. And I tell you, the more I talk about food, the more I want to get rid of in this episode and go
Hey,
get me some fucking food, man.
You have to wait till next week to get that deep
I
fried
know
turkey.
it, man.
Oh, yeah.
I know it. But yeah, Big Mike, talk to me here, man. What are you excited for on Thanksgiving? You know, you got any family traditions, man? You know, let us know.
Thanksgiving for me is not really. I don't really care. It's not for the food, you know what I'm saying? But more. I mean, of course, being thankful for everything. But main thing for me was always Black Friday. That's mainly what I remember on Thanksgiving.
So you're not a food man.
No.
Hey,
That's
I
surprising.
respect that.
Yeah.
Hey, but you're not gonna turn down a turkey, are you?
I don't really like turkey.
Wow,
What?
you heard it here on Aframe-AfterDark. Man, don't like fucking turkey on Thanksgiving.
Like I said, Thanksgiving, I put me in some macaroni, man.
Macaroni, you can get that every day of the year.
I know, but
Pumpkin pie?
I don't know.
Apple
it's
pie.
not for the food for me, guys. Thanksgiving, more just family, you know, and always went to the Black Friday late night. But, you know, that's gone now, so.
Yeah,
Chocolate pie?
feel that.
Yeah, I like chocolate pie.
Okay. We got him
Yeah,
there.
that's a rip,
We got him there, boys.
That's a rip, though, on Black Friday.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's enough stuff that happens on Thanksgiving to kind of balance it out. You know, I think, I don't know. You know, like I said, it's a celebration of fellowship with your family, and you know, getting together with maybe some people you haven't seen all year. And
Yeah. Hey.
you know, yeah.
And just be kind to everybody.
Absolutely.
Let's
Absolutely.
be kind to everybody.
Yeah.
Even your neighbor. Check on your neighbors.
Check on your neighbor.
They might not have somebody.
That's right.
And hey, if you can spare a turkey or just some slices, take it over there. Just a good gesture. And they might appreciate that for a lifetime.
You never know.
Yeah, I that's Scumbag said, best anyone could say. I think, not to get too serious here, but I think in a world where, there's a lot of negativity, there's some great people out there.
There are.
And,
there are.
When it comes down to Thanksgiving, it's all about giving back and being thankful for what's given to you, and the life that you're able to live because of other people, It's a great holiday, and obviously it's very known for the food that you serve, turkey and whatnot, and but the bigger meaning here is that it's to be thankful for the quality of life you have that's been given to you and whatnot. So I mean, like I said already, I'm hungry as hell. I tell you, next week I'm gonna be chowing down, and hopefully all the viewers are gonna have a great Thanksgiving as well. Get you some pumpkin pie, some turkey, mashed potatoes, and make sure you eat until you blow up.
Hey, now we don't want nobody to gain no extra pounds.
I'll be blowing up the toilet. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much.
Y'all have to hit that gym. All right, on a serious note, we are heading into the 5827 corner, where we love to talk some shit. Fried bologna.
What about fried bologna?
Fried bologna.
Fried bologna.
Okay, when you're running short, you make fried bologna.
Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm telling you. But anyways, for Mama's 81st birthday, you make her fried bologna. Nothing says "I love you, Mama" than fried bologna.
If we're
Not even a cake?
Not even a damn cake.
Not even a cake, huh?
Nope.
I tell you,
Not even a card.
if I was Mama, I think I'd be beating whose ever ass made me fucking fried bologna for my fucking 81st birthday. I'll tell you that much.
Hey, it was Mama's 81st birthday. This year, fried bologna. Can't even go to a decent restaurant.
Yeah, what a stand up act that is, huh?
I guess.
Yeah, I tell you that. I like a fried bologna as much as the next person, but
I don't eat it.
Yeah, it's,
That's just for Mom.
yeah, just for mom's 81st birthday, because that's a special occasion type of food, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, next week I might save people some money. I don't know. I might pressure wash some of their stuff. And that has been 5827 Corner. Brought to you by Aframe-AfterDark. All right, boys, where was we at?
Thanksgiving, turkey.
Thanksgiving, you know what I won't be having on Thanksgiving?
What?
Fried bologna.
Fried bologna, damn. You're pulling over into the 5827 into the regular podcast.
Yeah.
Hot damn.
It blows my mind every time. What a great segment we have.
Hey, I love that segment to death, and hey, that's near and dear to my heart.
Absolutely.
Now, it's been burning a hole in my mind all podcast long. Did you ever mow them leaves? Wacky Wyatt.
You know what? Don't hate on me. I didn't mow the leaves because the leaves are still falling. The leaves are still falling.
Oh boy.
The leaves are still falling.
That was last week. Okay, so you're telling me you have not mowed your grass in 2 weeks now?
No, but my grass hasn't grown in 2 weeks.
I agree with that, but
Yeah.
still, you should have chopped up. What's it cost? $5 to mow?
I tell you, gas prices are crazy, man.
I
I
don't
don't
care
mow more than I have to.
Hey, I don't care about the gas prices, but
I'll tell you that much.
It get you a push mower.
Well, I got a battery powered one, but I mean that's a pain in the ass, big as my yard is. I mean it's not the biggest yard, but I mean I got a riding mower. It's just, man, them leaves are still falling. I'm got to mow a second time and a third time. You know what I mean? You know?
You're acting like you got 20 acres to mow.
It feels like it with a push mower.
Buy a tractor.
Man.
Bush hog.
We got better things to do than mow.
What's that, Big Mike?
We got better things to do than mow.
What we doing?
Did you clean up your yard?
Buddy, I ain't cleaned up my yard in a long time. Because guess what, boys? We got games to play and do to drink.
So are you telling me your damn yard's dirty?
My yard's got leaves about a foot high, and my grass is about... Well, my grass really ain't grown very much because it's kind of...
A foot tall?
No, not that. It's just...
2 foot?
3? It's not that. It's just...
Half?
Right now, currently, my whole yard is dug up because I'm getting a bathroom put on in my house finally.
You've never had a bathroom? Wacky.
Wow.
Have you been shitting in buckets?
So here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Be very grateful for a shower and a toilet to use at your own convenience. I have been without those two things for a very long time. Granted, I have been able to find places to use the bathroom and to shower, so I'm not too bad in that aspect.
Like the Love's truck stops?
But, you know, let's just be on a real note right here, because Thanksgiving's coming up. Be thankful, everybody, for a toilet and a shower, honestly, because we take those things for granted.
Absolutely, and viewers, be thankful you're not here because this A-frame fucking reeks.
It's got BO in it. But I'm gonna take me a shower after this podcast, feeling a little dirty.
I'm feeling a little dirty. Yeah, absolutely.
Like I don't know how you live, man. We're not hating on you, Big Mike. But
I respect the hustle. You're finally getting a bathroom and a shower.
Yes,
I mean, that's
yes.
essentially that is life changing in a way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Really, as far as a convenience factor, good for you, man. Because
I've seen the light, my boy.
He's seen a light, man. He's willing to dish that money out finally, huh?
Yeah, I mean, just be thankful for the little things in life.
We are. I think I'm speaking for all of us here. We're thankful, and we're thankful for you.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm thankful for this podcast. You know, I'm thankful for the panel of hosts that we have here, and I'm thankful for the viewers listening in and tuning in. Of course, you know, this is the fact that we can just decide to do this. You know what I mean? Now, outside of our responsibilities, the fact that we had the free time to do this. I mean, like I said, this whole. This is a thankful episode, man. We got Turkey Day next week.
Exactly.
Thanksgiving.
You need to remember the grassroots of Thanksgiving. You need to be thankful and stuff like that. Absolutely, man.
Exactly.
Especially for showers, apparently.
Showers.
And running water, of course.
Now, are you planning to make a home gym? Now, boys, let's get into home gyms. That has been a trend. Way before 2020, but it went to the extreme in 2020.
Absolutely, yeah.
Are you all on the home gym scene, or are you thinking about getting home gyms, or you even lift weights? What are you, calisthenics? What are you all into? Or do you just go to work?
I got a little setup. It's hard for me to call it a gym, but I got some pretty basic equipment. I got a weight bench and a curl bar and whatnot. Just something small in my basement.
All right.
And I thoroughly enjoy lifting weights. I find it fun. Now, personally, I don't do enough of it. I don't do enough cardio. I don't work out consistently. But I have had these stints where I'll work out for a month straight. And I tell you, I feel great when I work out for consistently. As far as my body goes and my mindset. It's great to have something to focus on. Like a routine. But there's definitely some stuff I want to keep adding. I'd like to get a cable machine, maybe a hex bar, and whatnot. But I'd like to say it's a pretty bare bones setup. And I know me and Big Mike, we used to hit it off. Weightlifting and stuff, and used to go lift a lot of weights out there on his property and whatnot. And we had a great time, didn't we?
Yes, we did. It was a good time.
Yeah, that's the best I felt in a long time physically too. And that was last holiday season, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was last holiday season, and like he was like basically what I'm trying to say is, me personally, I ain't about lifting weights. I'm more of a calisthenic type, like body weight. But nowadays, I don't do any of that. I don't really do much of anything. except work and play games and sip that dew.
Yes, sir. And now let me ask you this real quick. I just want to, sorry to interrupt you. I just want to pick your brain. If you weren't working as many hours, you think you'd be on that train again? You think you'd be lifting weights and, endurance and stuff?
So, Wacky Wyatt just asked a question. He said, if I wasn't working so much, would I be on that weight, that workout grind? And my answer to that question is yes. If I worked 40 hours a week, you best believe I'd be doing some calisthenics to get my mind right, my body right.
Yeah.
Well, hey, if you want it, you make time for it. Okay? What time? What is an average time you wake up in the morning?
So I don't really agree with that statement, really at all, because in my situation right now, I'm working 7 days a week, 12 hours a day. Okay, so the only way that I could have time for that is if I sacrificed my sleep, which sometimes I do because I got things I got to do, like basic normal necessities.
Whatever it takes.
Laundry and cleaning the house is all I can get done if I sacrifice my sleep.
Yeah, I get
I
that,
respect that. I respect that. That's a great answer.
You work your ass off. You must make some decent money. You're getting a shower put in, a bathroom.
Yeah.
That's great, man.
But-
And stuff like that.
But if you really want to get big or look good, you would make the time.
Not true.
I mean, I kind of agree with you saying to an extent because, like, I'm not shitting on you or anything. I'm just saying in general, if I wanted to do that, I would. My issue is I lack willpower.
Not true.
You know what I mean?
Let me.
If you
let
want
me finish.
anything in life, you'll make time for it.
It's
Right.
true, but it's not. Because if we come into reality, I get off work at 11 a.m., okay? I get home about noon, okay? I can luckily be in bed, almost asleep, by 1:30, okay? I try my best to wake up at least 6 o'clock, okay? Wake up at 6 o'clock. And that's only 5 hours. Let's see. Yeah, that's only 5 hours of sleep.
Yeah, roughly.
Okay, so I wake up at 6. Takes me about an hour to actually wake up and get things going. Okay, that's 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock hits around. I do some laundry. I clean my house, whatever. It's about 9 o'clock. After 9 o'clock, 30 minutes, it's time to go to work. So, in your all's state of what you're saying, where would I find the time to do a workout in 30 minutes?
I don't know about 30-minute workouts, but me personally, I get up 2 hours before I go to work, and I go straight to the gym.
Yeah,
no.
I crawl right out of bed, put my clothes on, and head straight to my home gym.
Hold on. Answer that question. How is my house going to get clean, my laundry going to get done, and the basic necessities going to get done? You're saying sacrifice that for working out. Is that what you're saying?
No, what I'm saying is you do that on like a Monday. Okay, you clean the house, do your laundry on a Monday. Tuesday you can lift weights. Wednesday you can lift weights. Thursday you can lift weights. Friday do some more laundry and stuff.
He's got a point. I can't hate on him. I mean, like you said. I mean, if I remember your schedule right, you just said you have about a 2 hour increment of cleaning the house and doing laundry.
And that's if I only survive on the 5 hours.
Yeah, no, that's if you get up on time, of course.
But I can't argue with you on the sleep. You need more sleep.
Absolutely.
To be healthy and to even think about lifting weights, you need more sleep.
Yeah, you gotta be really. I think with weightlifting, if you're not someone who does it, you're not someone who has a consistent schedule. You have to be really committed to really get that going. I mean, I've never worked out for more than a month. And you got serious people who do this shit every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, it takes 21 days to form a habit.
Yeah.
And that's all it takes. You'll be there in the gym if you do it 21 days straight.
Now, scumbag, you got a setup, don't you? Don't you have renovations for something bigger? Right?
Yeah. Yep. Expanding into a new gym, hopefully in 2024.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Poured the concrete for it, hoping to get everything all in order. But hey, you never know what life's thrown at you. It could be 2025.
Everything takes time.
I'm unhappy with the current setup. But I'm still getting results, so you cannot be too unhappy with it. I bought some equipment that cannot be used in the current gym because due to height reasons and restrictions.
Yeah.
Would love to use my new Rogue rack that I got, the Monster.
Hell yeah. Yeah. I'd like to see Tricky on that rack. You know, he's not someone I've seen work out too often. I know we've pounded some weights in the past, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we've
Hey, we
pounded
have to
some
get
weights.
you, all you boys out here. Even you, Big Mike.
Man, that workout scene. I don't know why they keep pushing it on us. Like, viewers, just chill, relax, take care of your body the best you can. You ain't got to be out here lifting weights. You ain't got to be out here doing all this. Chill.
No, it's not. You know, I
No,
don't.
nobody's forcing nobody.
No,
it's
it's
just
nothing that's
hey,
mandatory.
it's whatever you're into.
Yeah, it's just if
It's
you're
a
into
hobby.
It, man. It really it's addicting in my opinion.
It
You know,
is.
you know,
It is.
You know, I'm someone. You know, it's like if you do trading cards. You know, people got habits.
the
of buying-
trading cards
Right.
back in the day.
Back in the day, it's when you see physical results of your body like being altered in the work you put in. You know, to me, I mean, if you got time and you can make it happen, and you're someone who maybe might want to change the way they physically look or feel, because a lot of it's feel, you know.
Yeah.
And especially it's a lot of mental stability and stuff. I mean, I'll tell you, there's nothing more addicting than getting in there, pumping some iron, and seeing some results. You know what I mean? Even if it's minimal. You know.
Agreed.
It's just something they have to stick with, and you know, you gotta eat decent to an extent. You know what I mean? You can't. I mean, it just depends, man. I mean. But I'm not gonna get into the statistics of how to diet or how to get results in the gym. But I mean, it's definitely something that I thoroughly enjoy, and I'd like to expand my setup, you know, with more equipment, even more than I have. And I tell you, me and Big Mike, we used to be workout buddies, didn't we? We used to slam those weights, buddy.
Yeah, it was a pretty good time.
There's some good times, man.
You feel good, too, when you're doing it.
You do, man. We used to call it the jailhouse. Had a lot of good times there, I tell you that much. Nah, but anyways.
But yeah, people that don't enjoy doing that stuff, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely not. You are who you are, and then there's nothing wrong with that, man. You know.
Agreed.
Tell you that much. I tell you what, boys. Since we got Turkey Day next week, I'm gonna be fucking pumping the iron. You know what I mean?
100%.
I can't be eating all 10 pounds of turkey and not working out. You know. I tell you that much. Nah, but anyways. I tell you what, you know, I know it's been on my mind, boys.
What's been on your mind?
This weather has been crazy for the month of November. You would think it would be colder, huh?
Yeah, but hey, we've been on a warm spell.
We've had some beautiful weather.
We have.
And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. Big Mike is acting a fool right now. He's starting
a fool.
He's starting a ruckus right now.
He is starting a ruckus.
What's on your mind, buddy? You okay?
I'm just upset, man, that my cables don't work right now, man.
Man, get this man some stuff, some cable. Get
needs
some
some
power. Get
Bro.
this man some power, some energy.
What's wrong with you,
Oh,
boy?
okay. Let me ask you, boys. You guys ever been to a flea market?
Flea markets are nice, man.
Yeah, I think flea markets are cool. You know, it's definitely my luck. There's nothing I've been too interested in, but you can find some pretty neat stuff, you know, at a flea market, you know, that you won't find anywhere else.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree on that.
Yeah, I mean, I think a better question is what are you guys looking for in a flea market? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I tell you a fond memory I got, and people don't do it nowadays, but I tell you what, back in my day when you went to the flea market with somebody, or if one of your friends went to the flea market with you and your parents took them,
Yeah.
it was always mandatory. Well, I guess not mandatory, but it was always a thing where your parents would buy your friend something too. Like if you was getting a pack of Pokemon cards, Pokemon.
Sure. Yeah.
I recall going up to flea market. See, we had one north of us and one south of us, and I recall going to the north a lot, and it was 40-minute drive.
Yeah.
Good 40 minutes. But I remember from a kid that I used to go up there, and on a couple of days after my birthday, a buddy of mine's parents took me and him up to the flea market. And I was allowed to get the same number of Pokemon packs that he got. And that day, if I recall correctly, it was 5.
Wow.
And I tell you what,
That's exciting for a kid to get
Yeah.
five packs of
Yeah.
Pokemon cards.
and from people that's not even your parents.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just,
Yeah.
but today you won't see that today.
No, you don't, man. It's things were just different, you know what I mean?
Do you have any fond memories of the flea market like that?
No. There was one time I went to probably the more popular flea market in our area at least.
Okay.
But I had gone up there, and it was me and my brother. We had gone into the bathroom, which was not particularly clean. And there was a gentleman in there who fucking blew the toilet up. I mean, it was the most explosive diarrhea you would ever have heard. And that's probably my most fondest memory of a flea market, because I just never found anything that was worth buying. I tell you, if you are into cards, though.
But you found diarrhea.
I heard diarrhea at least.
He heard diarrhea.
I smelled
Big
it.
Mike, if you got anything like this? Any stories from the flea market? Did you ever go to the flea market when you was a boy?
Oh yeah, good buddy, Art. Yeah, Art took me to the flea market back when I was a young man, and we actually had a good time. There was a lot to see. There actually a pretty good amount of vintage games that they sold down there.
Is that your Uncle Art?
No, Art's a good man. He was a
Your guardian?
no. He was just known by the family. Like he was a
Family friend?
For family friend.
All right. I got
It
you.
was a good experience. Flea markets are nice. I'm big into thrift stores. You know.
Is that because of the song?
Shit, you remember that song, huh?
The thrift shop
Yeah.
from Macklemore.
I'm not entirely sure what's going on here, but
He don't know he's being clowned on.
You don't know shit, does he?
I'm not sure of a song. But yeah, I really do like thrift shops, thrift stores. Salvation Army.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. We're just giving you a hard time.
I recommend it, man. You find a lot of good finds down there.
Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with it.
Goodwills?
Yeah, you could find.
Hey,
It's just
hey,
like
I've been to a few Goodwills.
it's just like a flea market, you know. You
Yeah.
can find some
Exactly.
unsuspecting things.
Exactly.
And you know,
Hey,
like I said, I used to be really big into the game of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, and a lot of cards. They do a lot of cards. Now, Scumbag, you got don't you get that one buddy who's really into Yu-Gi-Oh, right?
Oh yeah.
I can't think of his
Bobby.
name. Bobby.
Bobby.
Yeah.
He's still got all his childhood cards from what I recall.
Yeah. I'd love to pick his brain about some Yu-Gi-Oh sometime. He's I never met him.
I tell you what we should do on future podcasts, we should try to get him on.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Try to have him bring his cards. See if we can either buy or trade him out of some of the cards.
You think you'd go for that?
We don't know. Hey, everybody likes money.
Everything's got a price.
It does.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. I tell you, this has been a long episode, right? Where's the time going, boys?
Hey, it's been the
time.
longest episode that I recall.
That's right. I hope you viewers
in
are stuck
history,
with
yeah.
us here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, it's a good episode.
I've and like I said, there's many more episodes to come. I tell you that. It's always
Oh yeah,
100%.
we're not going to stop even if we have 0 viewers.
absolutely. It's always
Hey,
a great
if
time.
nobody's made it to this part yet, hey, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Hey, we're just hanging out, having fun, and if you listeners are willing to listen to us this far in, we really appreciate you. We can't thank you enough. Even Big Mike back here messing with his power bank cannot thank you enough.
If you guys made it this long, y'all some crazy, dedicated, good people, man. Respect.
Yeah, absolutely respect. And I tell you, watch on a great platform that is, YouTube. Leave a comment. You know what I mean?
Like.
Like and comment. And
Subscribe.
even subscribe.
Throw us some
Subscribe.
questions if you want.
Yeah. Anything you want to hear or, you want to know a little bit more about us, definitely leave a comment and like the video so we know.
Nothing too over the board, but he throws anything. Really.
Hey, are we gonna get people on here? Guests?
You
We
know
don't
what?
know.
You know what? I was I know some people. Viewers for viewers who are still listening. I didn't really mention. I was just my first episode was last episode. One of the things I didn't mention is I used to play a little bit of music.
Yeah?
I was in a band, and
A band.
I know there's some people itching to kind of clear up some air with that band. I think they would love.
Was it a controversial band?
It was a little bit. There was definitely some ups and downs.
Hey.
And
A great man once said, "Controversy creates cash."
well, I tell you what, it was creating the cash, and then the controversy was just too much for the cash.
Yes, it
I
was.
tell you, once you introduce cash into something, shit hits the fan. It really
Damn.
does. But I got some people might want to clear the air up on that in a future episode. I tell you that much.
There we go, yeah.
Well, we've talked about Louisville on the last podcast,
Yeah.
Hawaii
On
on
this
this
podcast.
podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many other countries can we cover? How many more?
I think I know one.
Do you?
And I know who could probably come on here as a guest.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Man's actually stayed in Japan
Japan!
for 3 weeks.
3 weeks!
Almost an entire month.
A whole
month.
month.
Exactly.
You gotta
Big
be shitting
Mike.
me.
Japan.
That's going to be
3
on a future
weeks.
episode, though.
What you think?
Yeah.
That'd be an interesting episode.
Oh, man.
Big Mike going to have to be on this episode, too.
Can we get you for that episode?
We'll see how the schedule works.
Big Mike, I would love for you to be
We-
on here all the time.
We need
man.
you to be a regular.
Yeah, you gotta be a regular, Big Mike.
Things might be changing, boys.
This is the second week you've made it, so I don't see why there would be a problem.
Hey, change is always good, right?
Things are changing. Boys.
Things are changing.
Things are changing.
That's right. Yeah.
Hey, even if we
The
have to,
leaves are falling.
hey, even if we have to get you on call-in, we can get you on call-in.
I could do a call in.
We
Yeah,
can get
we'd
you-
love to,
Yeah,
yeah.
we'd love to
They
have
get you like a 5-10 minute segment on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we could get you in.
And we're still working things out, man.
Yeah.
This is Aframe-AfterDark, an A-frame motherfucking production.
Yes,
this,
it
This
is.
is the real shit here, man. This ain't no slouch stuff.
No.
Big Mike's Gaming News.
Big Mike's
Mike's
game
Gaming
and news. I
News.
can already see it,
There
man.
we go.
Big Mike, what do you think about having your own little corner?
That might be a little too much responsibility, but I might dig it.
Or Big Mike's Do News.
Do news.
Do News.
Do news.
Do news.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
You bet.
Oh man, I tell you, here's one thing, and viewers, if you're still sticking with me, listen up, man. You go look at any other podcast on the market right now. Who the fuck else is in an A-frame doing a podcast?
I don't think
I
anybody
don't know
really.
nobody.
Exact. Find me them, because you ain't going to.
Nope.
Hell no, man. You ain't.
I
going
guarantee
to,
that.
Man. I tell you.
I
what.
guarantee that.
Absolutely. I tell you, it's getting to be that time, ain't it?
It's
Right.
it is.
I wanna-
It's
I
it's
did-
getting close.
I just.
But
Yeah, I was just go
before
ahead.
we go, we have to cover the topic of the Arnold Classic.
Back to the weights, huh?
The
What's
weights.
Arnold Classic. Yeah, where were? Yeah,
Have you heard of it?
I've heard of it. Yeah, that's
Big Mike, have you heard of it?
I've heard of it.
I've heard of it.
that's a big
Tricky
deal.
Trev's heard of it.
That brings a lot of people out.
Hey, I go there.
Do you?
I've been there
Do you?
5 years in a row.
Yeah.
That's good.
Didn't you? You vlogged there before, right? Did you? Is that something?
I've started the vlog and the footage ended up corrupt. That was my bad. But hey, stuff happens. We roll with the punches. It's a good time. You can never go wrong with going to the Arnold Classic.
Here's the big question: did you meet the man himself, Arnold?
Pretty close.
Pretty close.
I've been
figured that's-
within arm reach. Have not talked to him. I would love to talk to Arnold.
Is there a big money wall behind that? You know what I mean? Is there like a big, kind of money barrier? You know, they want you to pay this much money to meet the big guy, or
I think they do a meet and greet, but I don't think it costs that much.
sure, okay, yeah.
I think it's pretty reasonable. I think it's 100, 150.
Well, that's not too bad.
No,
You get to
no.
bring maybe you sign stuff. or-
Yeah,
yeah.
yep.
Get a picture probably, right?
Yep.
Typical meet and greet stuff.
Hey, he's a great guy. from what I hear.
Yeah.
And putting on the Arnold Classic, hey, it's something to do and it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
And it happens in March every year.
March. Yeah.
We're a few months away, but hey, you think you can make it out?
I'd like to.
I'm sending you right now here on the podcast, Aframe-AfterDark podcast, to join me in driving all the way up to Columbus. Oh, it's a long way to Columbus, but when you get there, Columbus, Ohio, when we get there, it is always a good time.
Absolutely, and I wanted to go last year. I just had some things with work come up. So what was it on Friday, isn't it?
It's on Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, we'll have to.
It's when the expo
Hey,
opens.
we could probably do a special episode of the podcast up there.
Episode in Columbus, Big Mike.
Oh,
You
C-Bus,
going?
man. The great state of Ohio.
C-Bus.
Great state of
You
Ohio.
going?
I ain't been to Ohio in a long time.
Okay. Hey, we might count you in.
I'll count you in, man. I tell you what, that sure would be exciting.
Yes, it would. Hey, I know a good place to eat up there.
Oh, yeah?
I'll have to take you. It's a little, it's barely known, but hey, it's a good place.
Well, that sounds like a
That
plan,
sounds
boys.
good.
Oh,
Yeah, hey, chicken. They sell chicken.
I'll have to make a pit stop to Indiana.
Why?
Hey, buddy,
Dude, we're done with the do, man.
you gotta let
We
that
are
goji
done.
go. That shit
Let
was
it
gone
go.
last time I went.
Let it go. We're done. We're done. Get out of here.
No more
Go.
do for you.
Get
You're cut
out of
off.
here.
Unless you want to take another trip to Louisville.
Louisville.
Last call for do.
Do call.
Oh.
Well, we're getting a little out of control here. We're trying to control Big Mike because his damn batteries are his batteries are dead on everything.
Medicine or not.
You're on medicine?
Don't worry.
What the heck?
A man as dangerous as him needs to be on some type of medicine.
Yeah, on the dude medicine.
He's shaking too much. He ain't had enough Mountain Dew. He's shaking.
His phone's dead. He's trying to give the signal. We got these two getting out of hand. Wacky Wyatt and Tricky Trev.
Yeah, buddy.
They're all getting out of control. And me, myself, I'm kind of right there with them. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hate that we got to leave, but hey, somebody's got to do it. And like I said at the beginning of the show, this is an A-Frame Productions podcast presented by me, Scumbag Ed, and my co-hosts, Big Mike, Tricky Trev, and Wacky Wyatt.
Happy Turkey Day.
Happy Turkey Day.
Yeah, have a good Thanksgiving. This has been A-Frame After Dark. And we will see you next week.